Okay, so this is about creating an observer in a chat for a lead. Now I will open the lead. Now let's think. I want to discuss something about this particular client. Okay, it's a generic conversation I want to have with somebody. All right. So I can invite them for a chat. Okay. For example, here I want to chat about this guy to my supervisor or someone in the company. Here again, I'll mark myself, just not disturb anybody. I'm putting my name over here. Does not mean you add me every time. I will invite. So remember that there is an option that says shows history. Now, if you are talking to, your a person who has to understand the whole situation, then just say show history. If you're inviting somebody to chat, you don't want that person to read the whole history, then you will unselect this option. Always, I prefer to make this option available, right? Unless you had a discussion with someone else and you don't want the new person to know that conversation. So I say, hi, can you help me with this lead closure, or this client is asking less than 1 lakh for Canada process. Now, why do you do this? If you take an oral confirmation, probably you might not, your manager might say who has given you confirmation and things like that. So if you have a chat, it is all recorded. Now let's see the person who's got that. That's me. So here, okay. So here I can see that, okay, there's a discussion. Hi, can you tell me about this lead closure? Or see, you're not writing the name of the client, nothing you're writing over here, but still I can know how. Here on top, anytime when we scroll to the top, if there are 100 conversations, just scroll to the top and you will find the person. So here you can see that, okay, that's your name that you have given. It's a saved client, and then this is the name of the person. Once I click this, I'm able to see the lead. Now, what in case if you are giving it to your colleague and your colleague does not have access to this lead? Okay, then he's going to reply stating that, hi, sorry, I cannot read the details of the client. Can you share as observer? So, all right. So now because he's a colleague, he cannot see your lead, only a manager can see a lead. That was a manager account, so I was able to see the lead. So then what you have to should be doing is open the lead, go down. You want to give a temporary access to the person, click edit. You will find the option observer here, add observer. If in case your colleague says, I can't see that lead, then you have to add an observer. If he's able to see the lead, I think here in this case, automatically when I invited myself for a chat, I became an observer. That is fine. But in case he says, no, I can't see the lead, add him as an observer. Once you finish chatting, you don't want that person to see your lead anymore, delete as an observer, or that guy will have access to that lead. All right. Now, once I'm done with this conversation, okay, yeah. I can hide this because the conversation is done. I will hide it. Now, what has happened here? Now, how many times have you talk about this client to anybody? It's always recorded over here. Now, when you open this, you can see, okay, you spoke to this guy replied back. Whatever, how many other people, all right? Now you've spoken to Karthik, you want to invite somebody, you can invite somebody, you can remove show history, okay? Because obviously the other person does not want to know what you've spoken before, you will remove the history, and then you can start chatting about that client, all right? So any generic thing you want, okay? If it's a very important thing, this client is a student, he needs a student documentation or any particular thing, then you will add a task stating that he needs uni shortlisting. So let's think the student has given all his marks on everything and he wants to know which university he is. So please can you help the client with unique short listing? All his details are in Drive. I will add the task. Here I have given a wrong task. I have given created by myself and responsible myself. I can change it. I can put Karthik. Now, one more thing, guys. Okay. Now this is created by the test account. This is a responsible person as this thing. Participants. Now, if you want 4-5 people to work on this, you will add more participants. You want your supervisor to keep observing the lead, you will add it as an observer, all right? You have a tag, you can create a tag over here. And then done. Now let me see how, now I've just added basic information. Now let's see what I see on my screen, right? So notification, I see here, okay. I open this. Now, guys, I have not entered any details of the client. Okay, if you remember, I just created a task from the lead. So automatically I can see the lead over here. So we don't need to mention the name, number. Once I open this, I can see, okay, I can see all the information. Okay, now I'm accessing. The lead was created on this date. Okay, and the person's photo should be here. Then the comment, then what has happened with this lead? It was a new lead. It got changed to answer later. And so there's I can see what all has happened with this particular lead. I can also see the chats that were made and with whom, the comments. Okay, everything, all information is over here. All right. Now, if you give more information, obviously, when you give a task, I can understand what it is. Once I'm done, I'll say, okay, send him the list. Now, obviously, when I'm sending him the list, what I have to be doing is I have to open that. When I click email, it is going from my account. It is no more going from your account. So the from is here. You want to change now because I have multiple accounts here. I can change it from whichever account I want it to go. The email ID is automatically taken here. The subject is given here, and then the subject lines are given over here. If I want to send him a default thing, this is a template. Okay, so I can see here there's a template over here. That's a Canada visit work permit template. That's a process Poland template. That's a UK tier 2. Whatever templates are there in the company, you will get them here. If it's an important mail, it will go as important for him. Just mark that. All right. This way, I can send the client an email. Once I send here, now you can see that this I have sent an email, and this is the email, right? Now what I'll do, I'll say done. Now, as you're the owner, you will get a reply. You need to see that, and then you can finish it. Now that's out, right? So here, now I see that, okay, I gave a task to, this was the task, need unique assist. If I open that, I can see what I have given, what is the previous chat history, and then what has this guy done during the task. He has sent an email, and then now he's an observer. I don't want him to be the observer. I'm going to go to edit and remove him if I don't want any more assistance from him, and I'll save it. So this is now my separate lead that I only have access to. All my lead countings are over here, guys. Remember, this is the counter. You want to know the total number of leads in your CRM, just press list and say show quantity. Okay. So that's how you process your leads.